Rice, baby. I'm as
like
confused as you guys. Alright, but anyways, we're going to give you our predictions for Week 9 of the NFL. We'll start with the Thursday night game, Kansas City and San Diego. Who do you guys have, and why?
San Diego finally gets a win. Norv Turner keeps his job, and San Diego goes on the way to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta go with the Kool-Aid again, man.
Thirsty.
San Diego just looks like they might have something for KC.
Well, I got San Diego too, because they couldn't freaking beat the Raiders, so let's just go with that. Next game we have Denver and Cincinnati. I'm choosing Denver in this game because, one, Peyton Manning, he's back, period, so I'm going to just choose Denver in this.
Peyton Manning really never left, if you think about it. I mean, he's been awesome all year. It's not like he's really, I mean, he had a bad game, but other than that, I mean, he's still here. He's still the best quarterback in the league to me. He's still 100% accurate. So I'm going to go with the Broncos, too.
I mean, I can see why people would question Peyton Manning after his injuries and all that stuff, but, you know, he's still Peyton Manning. So I'm going to go with Denver.
All right, next game we have Baltimore and Cleveland. Go ahead, guys.
Baltimore. Cleveland's not going to be able to hang with Baltimore. It'd shock me if they do.
Yeah, Baltimore, they're garbage. I mean, even without Ray Lewis, Baltimore's still good.
You said Baltimore was garbage.
Yeah,
you meant Cleveland.
I'm sorry, Cleveland.
Yeah,
Cleveland, Baltimore, they're the same
Kool-Aid must
team.
have been spiked.
They're the same team. Both were named the Browns. They both stink.
And I got you. And, you know, I'm choosing Baltimore as well. Without the defense, I still feel like they're a better team. Next game, Arizona at Green Bay.
Green Bay should be able to do whatever the 49ers did last night. Aaron Rodgers should have break Alex Smith's completion percentage this week. But no, I mean, there's no way. Arizona doesn't have a quarterback. That's all it is. They don't have a running game. They have nothing. Their defense has been exposed. And I think the Packers, even with no running game, no defense, they still have a quarterback, and that's enough.
Yeah, all Arizona has is Larry Fitzgerald, and I think he might not even play because it looks like he has a concussion.
Now, if Arizona had a QB, I would choose them in this game, but I just can't, so Green Bay all the way. Next game, Chicago and Tennessee in Tennessee.
Chicago. Jay Cutler, that Bears defense is just too raw right now. Tennessee lost to Andrew Luck. There's no way Hasselbeck should have lost that game. So I'm gonna go with Chicago.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Tennessee on this one. I mean, Locker. Not Locker. Hasselbeck is still Hasselbeck. He's gone to a Super Bowl, and he's a good leader for the Titans. They just happened to play the wrong team last week.
I feel like the Bears' offense will just run all over Tennessee's defense, and then you have Chicago's great defense as well. So the Bears all the way. Next game, the Dolphins at the Colts. Let's go.
Tannehill, he seems to be doing so good, and he has less talent than what Andrew Luck does. That tells you something, folks. Tannehill and the Dolphins go to 5-3.
I'm gonna have to go with Luck.
Yeah, you better have some luck.
Now, usually I jump on the Luck train. This time I'm not. I'm jumping on the Tannehill train. So Miami in this game. We gotta hurry because we're supposed to be out of here. I'm kidding, but we gotta hurry. Carolina and Washington.
RG3 shows you why he's better than Cam Newton.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going with Washington too.
I'll just say the same exact thing you guys said. So yeah, Washington. Detroit at Jacksonville.
Detroit wins a huge upset over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Motor City goes running.
I think Jacksonville loses big against Detroit.
Again, I'll just agree with you both, and Detroit's my pick. Baltimore at Houston.
Houston's going to tear up Baltimore. Oh, wait a minute, how are you sure?
Buffalo at Houston. Excuse me.
Why
Why did I say Baltimore? Buffalo, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo and Houston.
Houston should be able to win this game easily. That Buffalo Bills defense needs more money.
Yeah, Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo. Who plays for Buffalo? I don't even know who plays for Buffalo anymore.
The same team that gave up the record to the 49ers.
Yeah, I used to remember who was on Buffalo too, but Houston's a better team. Period. Big game here. Tampa Bay at Oakland.
Wow.
And you know what? Let me make my pick first. The Raiders are going to win 3 straight, and I'm not joking either. I have the Raiders in this game over Tampa Bay.
I got Tampa Bay in this game. I don't think Oakland's going to be able to play the way they did against Tampa Bay.
I don't think the Raiders should make it 3 in a row. They beat the weakest teams in the NFL. Tampa Bay just came and just demolished Minnesota in Minnesota. Tampa Bay, Josh Freeman should be able to dominate that Raiders secondary, and Palmer Shirley would have a hard time with Rondé Barber.
And the Raiders have the third easiest schedule left. Minnesota at Seattle.
I'm gonna go with Minnesota on this one. I don't believe in Seattle right now. I mean, they've gotten lucky so far against all these teams that they've played, but I'm going with Minnesota on this one.
I actually think Seattle's going to bounce back. Marshawn Lynch is really having a great season. Russell Wilson should be able to dominate that Minnesota Vikings defense. And I think the Seattle defense is still one of the top 10, I think, if anything. And I think that's going to be enough to be able to win.
But I feel like the Vikings are going to win this. Ponder's going to bounce back. Simple as that. Pittsburgh and the Giants. This may actually be a game worth watching since we don't have the Niners to watch. I'm choosing Pittsburgh in this. I feel like Eli may just slightly fall apart. I feel like Roethlisberger may be just a pinch better.
See, I'm gonna go with the Giants on this one. It's still Eli Manning, man. Come on. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger. He's up there with Eli Manning, but I think Eli's gonna pull it out.
Yeah, I think the Giants have a better team than what Pittsburgh does. I think Eli should be able to dominate. Unless Polamalu plays, that's the only way the Giants should lose. If Polamalu plays, the Pittsburgh wins, but if he doesn't, I think the Giants have got it.
We'll make this quick. Dallas and Atlanta. Will Atlanta stay
Atlanta
undefeated?
stays undefeated.
Same. Monday night game. Philly and New Orleans. Pick.
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with New Orleans on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with New Orleans, too. Philly's just too gone.
And same here. Let's hurry and throw in the NBA before we go away. Washington and Cleveland, Boston and Miami, Dallas and the Lakers tonight. Most of us will not watch this because we don't care for the NBA because they are that B word that we've used over and over on the show. Bias. We already know Miami's going and we already know the Lakers are going, okay? Period. And we'll go away.
Thank you very much.
DC Sports Hour you just tuned into. Catch us next time, possibly Thursday, for Vinsanity, Crazy, Richie, whatever the heck your name is, and PJ Pete.
Bye.
We're signing off saying enjoy yourself and play nice.
The sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now. My universe will never be the same. I'm